Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, Tennessee tax collections were up slightly last month. A TBI agent was killed in the line of duty Tuesday afternoon. Motlow College is offering a new online degree, and the Coffee County Airfoilers are planning a big event this Saturday. South Jackson Goes Country opens Friday night at the Civic Center, and the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen recognized some individuals who helped prevent a tragedy at the city pool last month. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stamp Nab Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stamp Nab Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stamp Nab Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. Total Tennessee tax revenues for July were slightly more than the budgeted expectation. Finance and Administration Commissioner Larry Martin reported Wednesday that July, which ended the accrual fiscal year, recorded a net positive growth of 0.74% compared to July of 2015. Overall, July revenues were $1 billion, which is $13.8 million more than the state budgeted. Martin said, quote, July revenue results were somewhat mixed. With sales taxes, we had stronger than anticipated growth, but corporate and business taxes experienced negative growth. Also, all other taxes taken as a group were marginally below July 2015. On an accrual basis, July is the 12th month in the 2015-2016 fiscal year.
Sales tax revenues were $29.6 million more than the estimate for July. The July growth rate was a positive 5.96%. For 12 months, August through July, revenues are over budget by $375.7 million. The year-to-date growth rate for the 12-month period was a positive 7.07%. Year-to-date revenues for 12 months were at $925 million, for more than a budgeted estimate. The general fund recorded revenues in the amount of $852.4 million more than the budgeted estimate, and the four other funds were $72.6 million more than the budgeted estimate.
Special agents from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation have arrested and charged a Jackson man in connection to the shooting death Tuesday afternoon of a TBI special agent during the course of an ongoing drug investigation. Preliminary information indicates Special Agent Degreon Frazier was one of several agents working alongside the Metro Narcotics Task Force during a controlled drug buy Tuesday around 2 p.m. in a vehicle in the area of Bryanfield Cove. During the exchange, a subject in the back seat of the car, identified as Brendan Tyler Burns, whom the agent met for the purposes of purchasing illicit drugs, produced a firearm in an attempt to rob the agent and an informant sitting in the front seat. During the exchange, Burns fired at least once, striking Agent Frazier, who subsequently died at Jackson Madison County General Hospital.
Shortly after the shooting, law enforcement officers apprehended Burns a short distance away in the area of Tinker Hill Cove. Wednesday morning, TBI agents charged him with 1 count of murder and attempted aggravated robbery. He is currently being held in the Madison County Jail without bond. Frazier, age 35, joined TBI in February 2016 following a career as a police officer with Millington Police Department. TBI Director Mark Gwynn said, quote, "We are deeply saddened by his death and will work aggressively to investigate this case to its fullest. His commitment to our agency and public service will not be forgotten," end quote.
Getting a college education for working adults just got easier at Motlow State Community College thanks to the Adult Education Express, or ACE program, now being offered online. According to Deaton Owens, coordinator of the ACE program, the ACE Online program offers all the benefits of the traditional ACE program, a program designed to get a fast track degree completion plan for busy adults and working parents. Additionally, the online ACE program allows the adult learner the convenience of learning on their own schedule. Credibility is at the forefront of reasons why students are attracted to the Motlow ACE program, and that all online classes are taught by full-time Motlow faculty with experience in web course design and online instruction. Motlow does not contract out ACE online courses.
Deaton Owens added, "A Motlow Online ACE class is more than a mere digital correspondence course. The days of an isolated online experience are past. Motlow Online ACE students participate in digital discussions, receive video and audio course content, and receive prompt feedback from their ACE professors. You can start the process to enroll in the ACE online program by logging on the Motlow's website at mscc.edu. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family is the largest automotive retailer in southern Middle Tennessee. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, we are your one-stop shop. Check out our awesome website, russellbarnett.com. There's over 1,200 vehicles to choose from. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades, and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. I spoke earlier this week with a couple of members of the Coffee County Airfoilers about a big event they've got coming up this weekend. Joining us on the set now, some people that are going to have a lot of fun, going to bring a lot of fun to Tullahoma here, and I think starting this weekend.
Yeah.
To my left is Charlie Jenkins, and to his left is my good friend from high school, Donnie Cleveland. We won't talk about that just yet, because we
might get into that in a minute.
Yeah, we might get into that if we have enough time. But you guys, Charlie, you're heading up an event that's coming up. The Airfoilers are starting this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep, the Coffee Airfoilers are having an event this Saturday, the 13th of August. Mm-hmm. And it's an event that the Academy of Model Aeronautics, which is the world's largest governing body for model aviation, they've declared Saturday the 13th as Model Aviation Days to celebrate the hobby, to celebrate model aviation across the United States. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be a fantastic event. There are over 100 clubs across the United States that are doing the same thing. Not only are we celebrating the hobby, celebrating model aviation, but we raise money for a good charity as well. Oh. And this year, the Academy of Model Aeronautics has chosen the Disabled American Veterans, the DAV,
great charity,
as the charity of choice. Last year, the Wounded Warriors. The last couple of years, I think we've used the Wounded Warriors. So, the focus on our veterans and our active military. And this year, the disabled veterans. And the DAV really provides resources for disabled veterans to get that medical help that they need, as well as maybe re-entering the workforce as well. So it's just a wonderful organization with 1.3 million members.
Unbelievable.
And we have a local chapter.
We have a local chapter.
Represented there.
They'll have a booth out there as well.
So how many people do you think you'll have out there flying these model
We
aircraft?
usually run somewhere 300 or so folks. This year we're very lucky is the television show Tennessee Uncharted is going to come out and video a segment which will be broadcast on PBS.
Yeah.
So for our local folks, it's a great opportunity for us to display our hobby to the world. It's a neat hobby. You'll learn a lot. It's good for kids.
And even if you don't own one of these model aircrafts, it's fun to watch. I've seen it lots of times.
Well, we also have free lessons, so we are really encouraging the public to come see us. They hear all the negative story about drones. These are not drones. These are model aircraft.
Right.
So come out and see. We have a lot of kids that come out and fly. We do free flight lessons, and we have a model here that you almost can't crash.
Right.
Maybe you might be able to. So
there's a story behind that.
Yeah, there's a story. Yeah, we'll find this drone later. But the kids come out, take free flight lessons, the adults do. So if they're interested in getting into the hobby, please come see us.
Now, and just put this in perspective for folks, this particular aircraft right here, you can buy for how much?
Well, this is $199, ready to go with transmitter, battery, the whole 9 yards. You're ready to fly. However, before you go buy one and fly, please come see us. Let us help you learn to fly. Even though it's got an anti-crash mode, it does have a panic button on it that shouldn't let it crash. Let us teach you. It's a lot more enjoyable when the flight lasts longer than 30 seconds.
Okay, and this weekend is going to be a great chance for you guys to learn all about it.
So this weekend, come on out. We're going to start flying around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And we're going to have, it's going to be open flying for the pilots that register, but we are going to have demonstrations. So we'll have a scheduled demonstrations to show all the different types of aircraft that are available to the RC hobbyist. And we'll have those probably on the hour throughout the day. We will be offering concessions. By the way, all donations for this event go to the disabled American veterans. It's free to the public, but we do sell concessions. We have raffle sales as well.
We've raised about $1,200 a year that we've been able to donate back to our veterans, and that's a big deal to us.
And plus, you guys have had a big time doing that.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know that before I run out of time, I know you've got some other events coming up. Let's kind of
we have a
talk
giant
about
scale,
those as well.
which is big scale aircraft up to 41%. The following Friday, Saturday.
41% of that?
41%. Now, let me caveat that by saying that we have our own club has a national champion pilot that is a member of our club. Well, it is my son.
I started to say, I've interviewed him before. Yeah, right.
But I want to say that is the club's national champion. He's won 2 years in a row, and he flies a 40% scale extra 300. And so he is an amazing pilot. He'll be doing demonstrations this weekend, so please come out and see Ben Jenkins fly at our club.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stanley McNabb Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
I always recommend Stanley McNabb Detail Shop to all of my friends. I'm always so impressed by how quickly they can return your vehicle back to you. It's always spotless, and I'm always very impressed.
Spotless, clean. I was really amazed.
It looks like a brand new car when I get it back.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stanley McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what the difference our detail can make.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. South Jackson Goes Country opens Friday night at the South Jackson Civic Center. Peggy and John spoke with Bob Young, who is in charge of the music arrangements for the event.
I wanted Bob to come on because he did this a long time ago, and we're both trying to remember what year it was.
Must have been about 20 years ago.
But it's been a long time. Because anyway, can you tell us who all's in your band? I don't have them all memorized.
I sure can. We'll start off with the steel guitar. Robert Rogers,
and he's a phenomenal player. Oh my gosh,
he is.
He's played with Mo Bandy. Did you tell me that?
Mo Bandy, yes.
Probably lots of others.
And he's played on the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
And plenty of other artists. But he also plays harmonica, mandolin, plays the fiddle.
He plays the fiddle a lot in this show.
Steel guitar, and he's pretty darn good guitar player.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't see him play the guitar.
Yeah. I've been keeping it away from him.
No, don't let him play. Yeah.
Right.
That's your bag, right?
That's it. And then Scott is our bass player. He's from Nanaimo, I hope I pronounced that right, Canada.
Oh, Scott McLeod.
Scott McLeod, yeah. Canada, I always tease him called Canada. But anyway, he's a very professional bass player. He used to play with the Ink Spots and the Platters. Yeah.
Wow.
They did shows up there for, I believe it was 15 years. And
well, he is a phenomenal bass player, I have to say.
He's their bass player.
Yeah.
Then we move over to Dean, our drummer. He's a local guy from a local family that's synonymous with country music around here, really, the Ashleys. On a local level. But he's really from Cicero Park, Chicago.
Oh, really?
And then Morris Hamby's our piano player.
And Morris I've known for some time. He's a wonderful piano player. And
yeah, very professional.
He is. He plays all the way from big band to jazz and blues to country. Anything you call it, he can play it.
Right, and he teaches.
So.
And he's not only does he teach on the side, he's also a school teacher.
Yeah.
I assume music.
He does private music lessons, and he's a school techer. And I know he has a son that's somewhat challenged.
Yeah, definitely. He was telling me about that the other day. He was 22 weeks or 26 weeks. I think it's 22 weeks premature.
A premature birth.
And wow.
Yeah.
But he's he's made it
disabled,
through. Yeah. But it's a challenge, but he's a wonderful man. Anyway, we have a great band. I was scared, I just have to tell you. I thought, oh my gosh, can I do this? And you
We're
came
always scared the first week.
But it's going great. Good job.
It's going great.
What I'd like to, as I said earlier, what I'd like to have Bob talk to us a little bit about is, there's a lot of players, and players go and do gigs in clubs, and they play shows, and the band, they play their music and what they do. Tell us what it's like to have 80 songs with about 70 different singers singing in different keys and different meter styles. What's it like to chart 80 songs for a 3-day show to where once it starts, it doesn't stop until halftime, and then you go to the second half?
Challenging, I guess, would be the word that comes to mind. It's definitely a challenge. I'm glad I kind of semi-retired this year, because I don't know how I'd had time to do it otherwise. But it's challenging. You have to listen to it's easier now because you can go to YouTube and pull up the song.
Exactly.
Then you can go to another website and pull up the words and chords, and if you check them out and play them, you're halfway there.
Yeah, halfway, because then the singer comes in.
Right. Then you have to adjust it to them.
Oh, to me, that's the beauty of doing it with a live band. It's because for singers to learn that you don't always have a karaoke machine behind you. Right. I love the fact that we have a live band. That's one of my major emphasis.
Please do. If you need a ticket.
Thanks. See you tonight.
We're practicing tonight, but if you need a ticket, call 455-5321 and reserve your seats for South Jackson Goes Country.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Mayor Lane Curley is challenging Tullahoma area citizens to join him in a walk across Tennessee, and you don't have to leave Tullahoma. This fall, get fit by putting one foot in front of the other and walk across Tennessee. You'll win prizes, get weekly fitness tips, enjoy fun weekly walks with local personalities, and you'll feel great getting fit. We want businesses, churches, families, and friends to form a team and join Walk Across Tennessee. Starts August 21st and ends October 15th. Take the first step to a healthier life and join this free program.
Welcome back. Quick responses by lifeguards and others prevented a major tragedy at the Splash Park pool last month. Mayor Lane Curley recognized those individuals Monday night at the city board meeting.
Friday, July the 15th started as most days do at Splash Island. It was a hot, humid day, perfect for a day in the water. The lifeguards were at their stations and the crowd was beginning to build. Children were having fun. About 11:30, lifeguard Sarah Farmer noticed a 4-year-old child struggling and in distress going underwater in the deep end of the pool. Sarah jumped in, scooped up the small child, and lifted her onto the pool deck. The child was unresponsive when Sarah began chest compressions. 2 nurses saw what was going on and jumped in to help. Senior lifeguard Ashton Potts also assisted. An ambulance was called and the child and her grandmother were taken to Nova Harton. I soon heard of the incident and rushed to the hospital asking to speak to the grandmother, Mrs. Farrell, a Tullahoma area resident. She told me her 4-year-old granddaughter, who was visiting from out of town, was now fine and resting. We spoke for a few minutes and she said the lifeguards and staff were awesome. In fact, she used the word awesome several times. Thanks to the quick action of Sarah, her training following Red Cross guidelines, doing everything just right, and the assistance of nurses Abel and Holder, this story has a happy ending. I'm pleased to introduce Mrs. Farrell, nurses Cindy Abels and Stephanie Holder, and lifeguard Sarah Farmer. We're proud of you and thanks for a job well done. Certificates for each of you. Sarah, for recognition of your actions and the performance of your duties as lifeguard, recognizing that a child was in distress, making the rescue from Splash Island and administering CPR, which aided in saving the life of the 4-year-old child. See, Ashton Potts, a certificate for her that she's in school, I understand. Stephanie Holder, and we're taking the initiative in an emergency situation while visiting Splash Island to offer assistance and administering CPR, which aided in saving the life of the 4-year-old child. Ms. Abels, for taking the initiative in an emergency situation while visiting Splash Island to offer assistance in administering CPR, which aided in saving the life of the 4-year-old child. Would any of you like to say anything? 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Here's all the boy. You're welcome. This is Mrs. Farrell, the grandmother of the child.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Lady. She is a beagle mix in need of a loving forever home. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Border Collie mix named Star. She entered the shelter as a stray. Star is approximately 3 years old and is good with other dogs and children. She is up to date on her vaccinations, microchipped, and will receive a free spay provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Be sure to check out the shelter on Facebook for more information about upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, you can support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details about the animal shelter, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1935 at 96 degrees. The record low was in 1967 at 54 degrees. Average high on this day is 88 and the average low is 66. Mostly cloudy weather expected tonight with a low of around 75. Partly sunny weather on tap for Friday with a high of 92 and a low of 76. A 30% chance of storms in your forecast for Saturday with a high of 88 and a low of 75. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us on Newsleader 6, wishes you and your families a fantastic weekend. Thank you.